Case study. In this session, you will quickly go through few sample programs, which implements a 4-input multiplexer in Verilog or Systemverilog, in different ways. Here is the block diagram and truth table of a 4-input multiplexer. It is a computational circuit. It will select the data in D0 input to its output, when the 2-bit select line is 0, 0. When the select input is 0, 1, output will be D1, and when it is 1, 0, output will be D2 and so on. This is the circuit diagram of the MUX using logic gates. Here is its implemented in Verilog as gate-level modeling. It is similar to the gate-level model that you learned in previous sessions, and you can relate the circuit diagram to the program in a similar way. Here, the 4-input MUX is implemented using the assign keyword. You can see that the name of the module is MUX1, and it got the ports, 2-bit wide select line, 4-bit wide input data D, and a single bit wide output data, named Q. In the functional part of the program, an assign statement is used to assign data of select to the output Q. Thus, when the select is 0, 0, Q will be equal to D0 and so on. Next, the same MUX is implemented using an always statement. The program is same as above, except, the assign statement is replaced with an always block as this. Here, again the same MUX is implemented using always block, but now instead of assigning Q equals D of select, few if statement are used to assign Q. You can see that within the always block, if select is equals 0, Q equals D of 0. If select is equals 1, Q equals D of 1 and so on. In the next example, the same program is modified using if-else if statements. Now the MUX is implemented using a case statement in an always block. Based on the value of the select, one of these branches will be executed, which will assign Q with appropriate data D. Finally, the same MUX is implemented using the conditional operator, which is the question mark symbol. Here the conditional operator will return D of 0 if select equals 0, D of 1 if select equals 1 and so on, and it is assigned to Q. In this session, you have seen different ways of coding for the same hardware in Verilog or Systemverilog. When synthesized, most of there will yield the same set of transistors in the IC. In some cases, the end result will be different, but as a beginner, you can assume all of them produce the same hardware after synthesis.